Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to check on my audio. Hello. It seems okay. And it usually is. I'm just a little thing we call paranoid. Hello, hello, Wef. How are you? Um, well, if you're here, why is my mouth moving? Oh, I think I know why my mouth isn't moving. If I don't turn my light on, the camera has trouble. There we go. Ba 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 e. Oh wait. Oh no. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Everything is working now. Least scuffed Sambi'el stream. You spent a long time making Smash Bros scenes for people. What's a? I am familiar with Smash Bros. What's a scene? I'm not familiar with what that means. Um, but since you're here, I don't see why we can't answer your questions. And I just mentioned how everything's ready, and I don't have my notes for noting down timestamps of law questions, but it's fine. I can just write down law questions at start of law stream. Law stream. Questions at start. And worst case, we just swap to Subnautica later, which honestly, I would love to play some Subnautica. With questions at start. Screen is something that's hard to explain, so I'll explain in Discord later. Fair enough, fair enough. Not woof questions, Wef questions. It's a great name, by the way, Wef. I really like it. Strong name. My name's Sam. That's what the humans call me, because apparently that's a human name or a shortening of a human name. I think Pedals called me Samuel once, which was interesting. I guess that is the proper human equivalent of my name, I suppose. Not that demon names actually have human equivalents. Why isn't my mouth closing properly? What are you doing, VTube Studio? Huh? Huh? It works if I speak extremely. No, I don't mind. Sam's fine. It's just I was surprised. I don't get called that in hell. But it's good. It's good. I like efficiency. So if you can remove syllables from a name, go for it. It's also, I think Cecily called me Sammy once, which is very Australian, adding Y's to the end of names to become your nickname. That's what Australians do. All right. And forgive me for not having music. I know it's a bit, feel free to put your own music on. The reason I have that is that when I make videos out of these clips, the music isn't cutting around all the time. It is for the consideration of people to come. Just more people watch my videos than my streams, which I actually don't dislike. I really like making videos, and it makes everything a bit more accessible, which is what I'm all about. Okay. We might have enough for a law compilation soon, especially with these questions. Okay. I'm actually going to get up the Discord, so I've got that on my other screen over here. Question number 1 from Wef. I wish we had a more interesting background, but I should get a new background. Oh, yeah. And if enough people come today, we have a letter. I repeat, letter arrived. Wheel, wheel, wheel. Letter alarm. Oh, there's the letter. I'm aware you can go back and freeze frame. But I need enough people to respond to the letter. Preferably maybe at least 2 people. Yeah. Because you haven't been able to respond to a letter before, have you, Wef? You're new enough that we've had a bit of a break from letters, and that's because a lot of the recent letters we've been responding by stalling. We've been stalling out the mimics, which is all fine and good. It did give us a big gap in the letters, but bought me more time to play Subnautica. So you won't hear me complaining. All right, let's put in a little timestamp here. 5 mins, and now I have to get to the questions because I've timestamped them. Question 1. Who created the creators? What caused the creators to exist? Answer, I don't know. Oh, hey, come back. There we go. Yeah, I could not even begin to speculate. It is a good question. It is a good question, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to begin to speculate on who created the creators. If anyone, are they the first things to ever exist? Because from what everything we know as the collective knowledge of the Valkyrie rule, at least that I know as a lowly farmer turned enforcer, everything we know was created by the creators. Well, I don't think, I personally am not aware of anything that wasn't created by them. Although, to be fair, I don't know if humans were created by the creators. I can't say that definitively. I don't think, right? You know, anything's possible. But what we do know, what I can say, as to give you something of an answer and not a complete cop-out, is that we know that the Valkyrie are one of the first beings to ever exist. We know that we are one of the oldest species that were made by the creators. Sorry, I actually said that wrong the first time. We are one of the oldest creations of the creators. Yeah. So we are very, very, very old. And there are many, many, many more demons. I have probably met a demon that is older than your entire universe. Question 2. Do you celebrate hobbies? Do you celebrate holidays like on Earth? And do you have your own holidays in hell? I do have answers from the other questions. This one, I think we do, but you must remember that I am very lowborn. Very, very, very lowborn. I don't even know where my soul came from. We spoke in the other lore video that I don't know where my soul came from. Sorry, no we didn't. We spoke in the recent lore video about how demon souls come to be. They're stolen from other beings and then transformed into these profane, fake souls that the third generation of demons consist of, including myself. I don't know where my soul came from. I'm not highborn enough to have that knowledge. My soul would... I think I said in the very first lore video that life is a resource in hell, or I was a commodity, or something to that effect. And that is to say that my soul was just assigned to the farm. So Sambi'el, the kingdom I was born in, was either given a soul or they stole some souls from another universe. It gets a bit complicated with the kingdoms and not the empires, because Sambi'el was just a kingdom when I was born in it. Was given a bunch of souls, and then someone in Sambi'el leadership said, this farm needs a few souls. It needs a few workers. Let's give these souls to that farm. And then I was born as a result of that. I don't know my parents. I don't know my soul parents. That is to say, where the original soul came from, who died to create me. Because I'm very, very lowborn. I'm assuming the highborns have holidays every second day. Forgive me for being a bit blunt on that one. And if you'll give me one moment, I am still here. I'm having to look all the way to the side to keep my my model head straight. So allow me to just recalibrate. Perfect. That works perfectly. And we are back. All right, I'm now looking straight. Oh, I'm still looking a little to the left, but I don't know. It's livable now. I can ignore it. Question number 3. Why did the creators abandon you? This is another one where I'm sorry I don't have the answer, but I think it's a bit more oh, great. Now my mouth... Come on, mouth. Come on, mouth. Well, you're about to see the waiting screen again. Come on, what's happening? I haven't had to calibrate in a long time. I do not want to have to change any settings. There we go. I think I fixed it. Yeah, it's really cool. I think I have the credit in my description if you want that pixel art done. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I animated it. I think they gave it to me as the GIF. Yeah, perfect. I just animated him moving from left to right. He's very cute though, and I've got front-facing ones as well. I'll put them in the Discord right now, actually. I'll put them in the art section. Here we go. Yeah, I have a forward and a back-facing one that you'd never see because they're not. I haven't used them yet. So there you go. One of my other friends made me a pixel version of myself as well. Yeah, I love pixel art. Oh, the ones I just put in the Discord are animated as well. I didn't realize that either. So yeah, there's a little thing of me. It's so cute. It is so cute. Oh, nice! Yours is animated too. That is actually really awesome. I really like that, Wef. We can now we can make little animations of us hanging out. Oh, I need the Discord open. Don't you close on me. What were we talking about? We were talking about why did the creators abandon you? This is another question that I cannot answer myself. However, I think it is a lot more. I'm a lot more comfortable in speculating on this one. Things like where the creators came from, who created them. That is like ancient cosmic stuff that may have never happened or may have happened a million times before hell was created, which is a billion, million, trillion times before your world was created. So we're getting a bit cosmic there. But why did the creators abandon us is the question. It is kind of the the ultimate question in the Valkyr rule, and one that we've been theorizing on for a long time. I would like to think, farmer from Dunwale here. But you mentioned, Wef, that they may have just abandoned us because they made us too powerful and were afraid of us overthrowing. And I don't take issue with this theory. I think that is very possible. I assume it's a little more complex than that, given that these are the creators. You think they'd be aware of what they were creating and they would have put power limits on us if they were afraid of this. But I imagine there is a level of truth to it. Yes. I feel like we're definitely on the right track. I feel like that answer itself is a little too simple alone, but I very much feel we're on the right track, and I would not be surprised if there's a lot of truth to that. A lot of everything that is the Valkyr rule, the power of the Valkyr rule, the influence they have on the rest of the universe, our entire society is based on power and how strong we are. So that does tend to be the answer to a lot of things. I'm going through the questions very quickly, sorry. Hopefully some of them I can latch onto a bit longer. But a lot of these, you're asking the right questions, Web, as in we will be talking about these questions for years. You're asking the fundamentals, which is very good. How did your species make weapons that steal souls? Now here is a good one. Here's one that I didn't fully explain in the lore video just for time, but I would be more than happy to explain here and would love to have this accessible in a lore compilation, or maybe even make a dedicated lore video on this subject. So, and I'm glad people have kind of figured out these things in the past. I think it was Flash Viewer asked something on this topic before. So this one's going to be a bit longer of an answer. So stick with me. So there are skills that we, the Valkyr rule, have access to. One of those skills, and I'm going to break the magic a bit because you can see Outsider in the back behind me. And now here's another Outsider on my back. So I keep meaning to contact this artist and pay them to remove Outsider. So I've got a version with and without. But see how Outsider is floating on my back? She's not actually strapped into any sheath or scabbard. Is it a scabbard if it's on your back? I assume so. This is called... It doesn't translate into English very well, so I've been calling it weapon manipulation, because that is the most direct translation into English. This is an ability that is granted to me by the runes being on Outsider that you see there. This is an ability that all demons can learn if they wish to. All demons can learn weapon manipulation. All demons can learn to breathe fire, to shoot fire from their hands. I can do those things. I'm not very good at it. All demons have kind of a different proclivity to different abilities and different training. I focus more on swordsmanship and weapon manipulation. I can breathe fire and I can shoot a laser from in between my top two horns you see there. But that's kind of the extent of my Karul manipulation, my ability to manipulate my own energy into external attacks. So there are all these abilities that all Vow have to varying extents. A not fun thing, and I think I did mention this in my video showing off my model, a not fun thing about weapon manipulation is that, yes, Outsider is bound to me. She sees me as her master, her companion, I would prefer to say, actually. Not that she is sentient, I like referring to Outsider as a she. The sword is not... Oh! Hey! Stop that! The sword is not sentient. I just like doing that as a joke. So yes, she is bound to me. However, any demon can weapon manipulate any eligible weapon. So any weapon that has these runes, that has a name specifically, you have to name a weapon for it to be eligible for weapon manipulation. any demon can try and take outsider off my back with this same ability. Yeah, so that's the risk involved. She is, again, she's more loyal to me. So if me and that other person are equally skilled in weapon manipulation, I am more likely to win because it's my weapon. But if I come into a fight with someone who's twice as good at weapon manipulation as me, they can just steal outsider and use her against me. So to answer your question, we need to keep going. So you're asking, how did your species make weapons that steal souls? So the reason I'm describing these abilities that all demons have is because there is another type of ability that not all demons have. And these are called the profane arts. That's, again, whenever I'm telling you a name of something that isn't a proper noun, like Dunwale, Saroin, Rowan, things like that. Whenever I'm saying an English name for something, I'm choosing that name. I am the vow to English interpreter. So the entire vocabulary is designed by myself. So forgive me if it's a bit unoriginal sometimes. I can't be creative every second of every day. It takes a lot of effort. So profane arts are abilities that only those directly descended from the first generation of demons possess. So we spoke about, yeah, my God, there's so much information. But I'm glad hey, stop it. I just smacked my microphone when I was waving at the webcam. Okay. So there is abilities that everyone can use, and then there are the profane arts, which you can only use if you are a direct descendant of the first generation. Why that is, what the mechanic behind that is specifically, I do not yet know. I am lowborn. I'm a mutt, if you will. I have no known lineage. I can't point to a member of the first generation, say Sauroin, who the Empire of Sauroin was named after, or the Dragon Mother. Those are the only two first generation demons I know by name. Is the Dragon Mother and Sauroin, warriors, the Sauroin Primarch. I don't know my lineage, therefore I am ineligible to use profane arts. Profane arts that I know of at this very moment, I'm sure there's more. There is, that's all right, Lef. I've wanted to do a Just Chatting stream for a long time. If I have to do it, just the two of us, then that's fine. It's a good start. And there's going to be a lot of good information here. And I might just have to make multiple lore compilations out of this. Oh no, more videos, more information. What will I ever do? I can make as many lore compilations as I want because they don't go into the main playlist. So you only watch them if you want to. They're not compulsory viewing. Not that anyone has to watch any of my videos, but yeah. Yes, I hope that makes sense. So, profane arts include mimicry. Mimicry is a So, if you want all the information, I have a playlist called My Story. That is the bare minimum information. That's the letter writing lore videos. And I think I put that video of the letter from Glenn, because, yeah, in there, that might be important. But there's My Story Extended, which is all the minimum viewing, and it has the lore compilations and other stuff in there as well. So yeah, it's up to you. You choose which playlist is best for you. I'm really proud of myself for putting that system in place. Okay. Profane arts. One of them is mimicry, the mimic ability that the other demons on Earth are using. I do not possess this ability because I am lowborn. I cannot mimic. Language theft, which I haven't given it a proper name. I guess we're naming it right now, and we'll name it language theft. Language theft is a profane art and most profane arts involve souls. So mimicry is the art of taking a soul and then converting it into this disguise and wearing it. So yes, anyone who is mimicked is dead. Yep. That might be a bit dark for you, but I've known this the whole time. So it doesn't surprise me anymore. It doesn't mean it's not sad, but I can't be sad all the time. Language theft is when you take a soul and convert it into their language. You rip the language out of the soul. I do not have the ability to use this ability, but here's the important thing when it comes to answering your question about the soul stealing weapons. Someone who is eligible to use profane arts may be able to use the profane art on someone who is not. So I cannot become a mimic. I do not have the ability to do that. I cannot steal a language. However, after I met Glenn, I went to a demon who was descendant of the first generation in some capacity. I don't know his name. I don't remember who he was. And I paid him to teach me English. So he, at some point, had stolen a human soul or was given a human soul by the spy master, because we're still in Saruin at this point. He was given a soul, a human soul. He converted it into the language, which was English, because it's Australia. That was where the souls came from. Australian English. And then he instilled that language into me. He used his profane art to put it into me. And that's why I speak with an Australian accent as well. Fun fact. It's also why I have a lot of respect for people who learn second languages or third languages. I did not learn English. Yes, technically, Vaukarul or Vau is my first language, but I don't go around saying like, oh, I have English as a second language, because that implies I learnt the language, which I did not. I cheated using a profane art. So, finally, to answer your question. One of the profane arts, the original profane art, the very first, is soul manipulation, the ability to steal souls. So I cannot do that. I cannot steal your soul. Do not fear. I cannot do this. However, the ability to steal souls can be imbued into weapons by someone who is eligible in the profane arts. So when we invade a world, it's not just highborn people invading the world. I have not invaded another world, but I could invade a world and I could just be given a weapon eligible for this and carry that out. That is how the Vaukarul steal souls using weapons. And don't say thank God, because I was never going to steal your soul, Wef. I feel like you don't trust me, but I guess I can't complain. I am an interdimensional being who's 9 foot tall, breathing fire with a 9 foot tall sword. So it's okay. It still hurts. It does. It cuts deep, but I get it. I understand it. Oh, interesting. Okay. How many worlds have you conquered? So that's going to depend on what you refers to. How many worlds have I conquered? Sambi'el? None. How many worlds? Because remember, I was a enforcer. I was a farmer, and then I was an enforcer. There is a period of time when I was a warrior in the penal colony that I do not discuss, and I'm not ready to discuss. But outside of that, I have not conquered any worlds. I was kind of a military police of sorts. I was policing within Rowan against my will. How many worlds have the Vaukarul conquered? Probably millions. Like I said, the Vaukarul, as far as we know, we are one of the eldest species in the entire world. We are one of the original creations. So millions, if not billions, is probably the answer. How many worlds has Dunwale conquered? Probably not many. Dunwale is a small kingdom. They did have access to souls because people were born in Dunwale, like myself. So, yep. But it's very possible they were given souls by the compass directly. The compass kind of distributes souls out sometimes. So it's very possible that's how that happened. But yes, the answer will be very, very high. And yes, Wef, your soul is safe with me. I couldn't touch it even if I wanted to. Are there more places in hell than Dunwale? Also, very nice spelling. I think you spelled Dunwale right. Oh, almost. But I haven't filled out the spelling chat, so that's my fault, not yours. I need to do that. Yes, a lot more places. So, man, I'm gonna write some stuff down because I was thinking, what's my next lore video gonna be about? And I'm just having ideas as we talk. So thank you, Wef. This is actually very useful. Upcoming lore videos. What did we talk about earlier? There's Vow Biology. It's going to be a fun video. Biology. Rowan map, or what I can do of a map, which is not a lot, but I'll tell you what I can now, and then we'll make a dedicated video. And then Profane Arts. Profane Arts. This is actually, I can't thank you enough, Wef. This is actually giving me a lot of inspiration. Thank you. I just saw your welcome message. Okay, are there more places in Rowan or Hell? I'm happy for you to say Hell, by the way. It is easier. Other than Dunwale. Yes. So, oh, hey, stop that. It's whenever I look down to laugh. Come back. Thank you. It usually doesn't happen. Well, usually I'm focused on the stream. The screen. Usually I'm in game mode, and I'm not in that today. So Rowan is very, very big. Hell is very big. We, as in me and the people that I have encountered, obviously, don't know if hell is infinite or if there is an end. Someone might know that. I don't know that. I've never been told a definitive answer. It is a point of speculation. I was born in Dunwayel, which is a kingdom. Kingdoms are smaller independent governments of sorts. Kind of like, again, if you remember, whenever I say an English word, that's me deciding what to call that as the Rowanian embassy. So when I say kingdom, I'm referring to small independent governments, very much like what a kingdom was in on Earth historically, kind of. An empire is a much larger collection of conquered kingdoms. So I was born in Dunwayel when it was a kingdom. During my lifetime, it was invaded by Sauvineau, which is an empire, named after the demon who kidnapped the creator in the First War. You might have noticed in the video. The demon who kidnapped the creator was named Sauvineau, which translates to Emperor of Hell. He named himself, or someone named him Emperor of Hell. Very subtle, my friend. And he later founded the Sauroinian Empire, or the Sauroin Empire, which eventually, very, very recently, in terms of grand timescale, conquered Dunwayel, brought us into the fold. I was enlisted as an enforcer for Sauroin. So technically, I identify as Dunwayli from Dunwayel. That is kind of my culture, my people, my home. But technically, as far as legal concerned, if we had citizenships, which we don't, obviously, we are not that organized, I am technically Sauroinian because where I was born is now under Sauroinian command, and I served Sauroin's penal colony and enforcer corps. Yes, I was just a farmer in Dunwayel. My farm was actually quite close to the border of Sauroin, so we were actually blindsided. We were invaded very early. I don't know what happened to the other farmhands. I really do not to this day. But I was just kidnapped. I don't know if they saw potential in me because of my height. Not that I'm that tall for a demon at all. I don't know if they just thought I was a good example of an average Dunwayli, so they took me to serve enforcer. But that's how I survived the invasion. I was kidnapped. That kidnapping also proves my theory a bit better, making them too strong. I don't understand, sorry. Which theory are we talking about? You've put down many, and they've all been very interesting. Some of them very sad, but none of your theories can be completely dismissed. Except the one where you said I killed Glenn. But I'm not gonna hold that over you. I understand that was a grammar thing. I struggle with grammar sometimes, so that was just a joke. I'm not gonna hold that over you. So yes, there's many, many more places than Dunwayel. Sauroin is actually considered a relatively small empire. It's not a very... Oh, I just understood what your message was saying. Bit better, making them too strong. Yes, I think it is perfectly reasonable to assume that the first generation of Valkarul were stronger than the second or third. I don't take issue with that. Creators took their souls away because they were too strong. Yes. That does make sense as well, yeah. Maybe it just was the capturing of the enforcer that really pushed them to, we call it the Great Curse. So the first war was the war with the creators, and the Great Curse was when they took our souls away. I obviously not being alive at the time for many, many reasons. So yes, and all the kingdoms and empires are, well, okay. God, we're getting into a lot today. I don't know how I'm going to convert this into a video. I might just have to sprinkle these into lore compilations for the next year, which is fine. It's good. I just need to sit down and figure out what to do. So, all of the kingdoms and empires are loyal to the compass. They are loyal to the compass priest. Sauroin is no different. The compass gives out portal crystals, assigns empires to invade worlds. So the compass priest would have given Sauroin the earth crystals to come to Earth. That's how that would have happened. However, there are some other factions who exist outside of the compass. One of these factions is called Sivtrau. They are a kind of warrior knight society who do not report to the compass. They have their own kind of warped sense of honor. I don't agree that I don't call them honorable. They are warmongers, as are all Rowanians, except myself, hopefully, but to a greater extent. And their code of honor is that they want a fair fight so they can prove that they were actually better. They don't want a fair fight because they feel it's their moral obligation. They want a fair fight so they can boast more. And there's a set of superstitions and rituals that come with being a member of Sivtrau. And they're actually, Sivtrau borders Sauroin. They're very close. There is actually a Sauroinian kingdom called Dranluer, which I've spoken about a little bit before. And Dranluer was historically Sivtrau land, and Saurohin actually took it. Yeah. So there's a lot of contention between specifically Sauroin and Sivtrau. Another faction, which is a lot easier to explain, is the Dragon faction, the Drow. I have spoken about the Drow a fair bit. My best friend, my only demon friend, Drow Sifaset, is a Drow, hence him having Drow in his name. He is the blacksmith who created Outsider. You saw a silhouette of him in the first lore video. And I would very much like to meet him again. But yes, that's the dragon cult, or the dragon, or the Drow, is the most correct way to refer to them. They are a specific family. They are all descendant of the Dragon Mother, the Dragon Monarch, Primarch. I haven't decided yet, again, because I'm translating everything into English. Haven't decided on what the best word is. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out how to make this more consumable. I might spread it across a few, because I'm definitely going to be able to make a lore compilation out of just the questions you have asked me recently. Yes, so thank you. Yes, and one more thing. All empires, kingdoms, exist within what we call the Old Lands. That is to say, close to where the first generation was originally placed in Rowan. So whilst I'm low-born, yes, I was still born in the Old Lands. So I have the luxury, I have the privilege of being born into a kingdom. If you're born in the Outlands, where you just get infinitely further and further away from the center of Rowan, shit hits the fan. Things get crazy. The Vow look different. There is no society at all compared to what little society exists in the Old Lands. It gets crazy, and the Dragon Cult and Sivtrau actually do control a fair bit of land out there. The Compass does not go out there. They are happy with their civilized world, is what they would call it. I would not. Because I know a real civilized world, and it's called Earth. Alright. How are your horns made? So they are made of the same things as our bones. Our bones are all black. The only white bones of sorts we have is our teeth. So yeah, they just grow on us. They do grow over time. They do change a bit. I would like to grow my horns out. I don't really like that I just have this kind of goatee. There's a gap between my sides and my chin. I'm not a big fan of that. I would very much like to grow my horns out. And we did have a bit of confusion, so I'm glad I get to clarify this now. And it is confusing because I don't understand why it is this case. If we break bones, we can heal them. We have a pretty crazy healing factor. It consumes Karul, our energy. So if we run out of Karul and then take a wound, we will die because we cannot heal it because we don't have the energy to heal it. That is why the metal arm doesn't make sense on that letter, because we have a healing factor. How can a Valkyrul have a prosthetic arm? I don't know. So I don't think it's a prosthetic. But we know it's on armor because Glenn was a history nerd, but we've spoken about this before. However, if our horns are broken, they do not heal. If a bone outside of our skin breaks, it doesn't heal. Don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me. Don't ask me why that is. I'm not a Vow biologist. I don't think there is a Vow biologist. How many different species of demon are there in hell? So, this is another one where I need to kind of lock down the jargon on this one. we are one, technically, we are one species. We are the Valkyril. We are all descendant in some capacity of the first generation of Valkyril. That even includes me. I am just not directly descendant. There's more generations, there's more mixing. I don't have any kind of purity in my lineage. I'm like a mutt, like a dog. Bork, bork. Woof, woof. But we are all descendant of the first generation of Valkyril. That is how the Valkyril came to be. So all Val, from me, an average kind of 9-foot demon, to a 20-story tall dragon, to a giant snake in the Outlands, we are all the Valkyril. However, there are groups of the Val who have been bred for specific purposes, and I will warn you, Wef, this gets a little dark. It gets dark because we are demons from hell. I don't want to tell you these things. It's just the truth. And morality is a little compromised in Rowan. Let me tell you that. So there are certain species who are bred, which is a horrific sentence I don't even want to say out loud, for purposes. Yes, I have mentioned them. So there are the forge cattle, which is actually what we reared at my farm. I was a forge cattle farmer. They're little grub looking guys. I actually do have art of a forge cattle. That's all right. I'll go through them now. Forge cattle are beasts who, when they die, they produce... So this is really cool, actually, because I know a lot about forge cattle. They're what we reared on my farm. When forge cattle die, they produce enough heat to melt compound cold. So outsider over there, my chess piece, when a forge cattle dies, they can melt that, which is insane. That is probably more heat than anything in your world, maybe. I'm not an astrophysicist. This is cool because they can be used to forge compound cold. So we reared forge cattle and sold them to blacksmiths like Sifaset. So Sifaset would have used forge cattle when making outsider over there. And Dunwale is known for producing a lot of forge cattle. We're not the only ones, obviously. They're produced everywhere. But that was kind of our trade. That was our export, if you will. Another one is Thin Bones, which is, I think, what you're talking about. A species of demon who is bred to be killed and have their bones harvested to make pens. God. I don't really like talking about this. It's pretty horrific. The last one that I am currently aware of, I'm sure there's more. But the other one that I'm aware of are war beasts, which are like cavalry. I've seen them at a distance. Saruhin had war beast cavalry in their military. They're very, very cool. I would very much like to meet a war beast one day. I don't know if they can talk, though. But yes, they're big, too. They're so cool. I wish if I go back to hell, I might try and find one and draw it or take a picture and not show you the real picture, because I really like war beasts. They're so cool. But again, there is this kind of selective breeding which makes them a bit less cool. I think it's because your skin is the healing factor. Anything outside of the skin can't be healed unless damaged on the inside. Interesting. Is the healing factor directly related to our skin? That makes a lot of sense. Wow. That's a really good theory, Web. Honestly, I think that's in terms of accuracy of theory, I think like that's good. That's a really good theory. I kind of want to write that somewhere. Let's make a theories chat that you can't edit. Just one where I post like my favorite theories, I suppose. And I'll have to go through and get more. Val, little dash. Val can't heal. Oh, I hit enter. Val can. Val can't heal horns because healing comes from the skin. Question mark. Nice. Yes, pens are pretty cool. But yeah, whenever I hold the pen, it makes me think of that. So there is a limit to how cool I think they are. But I would like you to continue enjoying pens, please. Please. So how many different species? Technically one, but there are the three kind of subspecies, I suppose we might say, that I am aware of. And again, I'm sure there's more. How mad do you have to get before going berserk? This is another really good question that we probably have to speculate a bit on. I don't have a definitive answer. I don't know how to operationalize anger, to be fair. But I think that I feel, based on my limited experience with going berserk, that there is a self-control aspect to it. I think if you have strong enough willpower, you might be able to hold it off. So there's a video coming out soonish where you will learn a bit more about when I went berserk fighting Jozef. And yeah, I'm not proud of it. But you deserve to know the truth. So you will learn more about berserk soon. Not berserk the manga. About me going berserk, about the Valkyrie berserk. We can test that. I'm kidding. I'd never make you mad for lore. Thank you. Yeah, there's another video coming out soon where chat made me test something. Yeah, it was very scary. I'm giving you a little secret that I've already done that test. Don't tell anyone because it gives you an answer that they don't have yet. Ugh. My throat's failing today. Obviously I can heal my throat, but it's still painful. I just have a very weak throat. So I'm damaging it and healing it constantly. It's not very pleasant. I did do my vocal warm-ups. Okay. Thank you. That was 42 minutes. Oh no, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Let's get to that document, the lore compilation moments document. And right, first 42 mins. Question mark. I've been singing so my throat hurts as well. Yeah, I would love to learn to sing. I really would. That's a long-term goal of mine. Yeah. And we started 5 minutes in based on my notes. So that was 58 minutes, 57 minutes of lore questions. That's good though. Time is traveling pretty fast. Here's another lore fact for you. By my math and my theory, time runs 15 times faster in hell than it does on Earth. So 1 day on Earth is 15 days in hell. Yeah. So things are going to be a bit different when I go home. If I go home. Yeah. The pain of editing. Yeah. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And before I start editing. Am I going to cut it up into compilations? Am I going to make a video? Am I going to make a lore Q&A video? At this time, I think I should just sprinkle them into lore compilations. So cut it all up and be like, all right, this 2 minutes is going in this lore compilation, and this 3 minutes will go in the next one. Because I miss making the lore compilations. Oh, speaking of lore catch up, this will be a great stream for people to watch. How much, Wef, do you know about the letters so far? The letters lying to demons. Have you had the chance to catch up on that? Obviously, there's no obligation for you to. I'm opening a stream here, so hopefully you don't hear any audio from it. Yeah. God, there are a lot of very successful people streamers that I know. It's very cool. Oh, and people are streaming from the collab. What do you call it? Oh my god, that is a big collab. Oh, they're streaming Switch. I would love to stream Switch. I wonder how much it costs to stream Switch. I have not been in the letter streams, but I will watch it soon. That's right. Like I said, they're all shrunk together in the My Story compilation. Let me have a look at the letter that I received. Do you need to understand? Yeah, I feel like you'll need to understand the story so far before we continue with this letter. So, I kind of want to boot up Subnautica, but then it kind of ruins the Subnautica playlist. So, what are we going to do whilst we wait to see if some people come who know about the letters. I get that, Wef, but I think it is kind of an ongoing story, and there's things in this letter that refer to the previous ones. So I'm not trying to gatekeep, but yeah, it's a response to the last letter we wrote to this character. So there's 3 mimics on Earth. They write me letters thinking I'm Jozef. I'm not Jozef. I'm Sambi'el. And then we reply, and then they reply to our reply. So the letters are all based off of what the viewers have told me to write. And the replies are just as much. But I very much would like you to be involved with a letter, Wef. I think you would be very productive. I think you'd be very useful. Not that I'm using you, but I think you'd be good. But we've only been going for 40 minutes. So we've got a bit of time to see if anyone else comes along who knows. I've been interested in MTG Arena, but I don't have it yet. Okay, let's play some MTG Arena. Let's do that. Where's my MTG Arena shortcut? There it is. Yes, I'm on the correct account because I'm using VTube Studio, so that means I have to be on the correct account. I love Magic. I truly, I'm in my Magic obsession phase at the moment. So yeah, and Magic's the perfect game. It's not like a series. It's not like Subnautica where I kind of want it to be a dedicated stream so I can put it in a playlist. We can play Magic whenever we want. So forgive me while I cut to this screen because it will be black for a moment. And then magically it will not be black. It will, yeah! Although I would really like to play Holocure as well, but I don't quite know if my computer can handle it. It's not full screen on my screen, but it's working here, so that's alright. Attack with 30 creatures, black or red spells, black or red spells. Black or red spells. Well, I guess we're trying a new deck then, if I want to get the achievements. I do like black-red. Oh, I hate this deck. Let's do this one. Yeah. Oh, well, we're trying a new deck. And yeah, if people come and have lore questions or we have enough people to write a letter, I would very much like to start replying to letters again, because we've had a big break. It's a shame I don't have a letter that is less reliant on the background. Although, there are other topics I've been wanting to talk about, to be fair. So, we'll play this game, and then maybe there is something you can help me with, Wef. I'll have a look at my notes. Okay, what am I looking at? When this creature enters, if it was kicked, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh. No, it's a kick for 4 though. I'll keep it though. But yeah, I might actually, if you've got time, I might have something for you. No promises, I'll have to check my notes. Yes. Okay. Oh! Let's put down a Vampire Interloper. So it can't block, but it is a flying 2/1 for 2 mana. Okay. That's good to know. So for this creature, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. Let's put down the dual land, and then put down the other vampire. And then we'll attack. 2 damage. We'll get the achievements at least. Oh, this guy's pretty good from what I understand. When he enters Scry 2, when he attacked while silent, and can exile it. He blinks. Okay, that could be really good. Alright, we haven't missed a land drop, but neither have they. 3 damage to that creature or planeswalker. If that creature would be killed, exile it instead. Let's just fly him out. I don't really like doing this. Oh, I can put this guy down too. Hopefully he doesn't... I shouldn't have put that guy down. Because he can just block it and kill it. Is prowess +1/+1? It is. Okay, never mind. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. What did he just do? +1/+1. Put a 1. Then it deals damage equal to its power. Alright, he's attacking. At the end of combat, exile it up to 1 on his hand. Why is he saying oops? Why is he saying oops? I did talk to Inochi on Pedal Stream saying if I do get into G, if you two could help teach me. I don't know. Yeah. I think I made the right choice there. There is a lot to teach, to be fair. There is a fair bit. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 damage target creature. Let's just do it. It'll exile him. Oh, I need another spell. It's whenever you cast an instant sorcery. Non-creature spell. Crap. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. So these are your resources here. The lands. You can only put down 1 per turn. Oh, this guy's really good. Crap. I hate this guy. You can only put down 1 per turn normally. Oh, you know what? I realize what I'm doing wrong. Because I'm attacking, I can't block. You usually want to put down 1 land per turn, but I'm running out of cards. So he has more cards in his hand, which is very... Oh, no. I'm very afraid. I hate this railway brawler. It's about to double his power, isn't he? Ugh, yikes. See, here's a land. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can now resurrect the creature when I put this in. By paying extra on it. I literally think all I can resurrect is that vampire. And I've got blockers. I'm just going to keep trying to hit him in the air. Oh, he's got reach. That's an oops. I am very rusty. I don't think we have this game. But I'm just playing it for a daily challenge. He is saddled. I can't kill him. Lifelink Menace. I didn't read that. That's quite useful. No blocks. Oh, he... Da. I'm very rusty. Yeah, and then he blinks them. And then he doubles them. Hey, come back. Thank you. Alright, this is going to save the day. At the beginning of the end step, if you attack this turn, each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent. Okay, this is actually quite good. Yeah. Next. Let's get me some life. And then this will trigger this guy if you attack this turn. Yeah, because he's got Menace. He has to block with 2. Can't kill either of them. I just want the 2 life, and then it'll trigger this guy. And he will lose life or sacrifice a card. But he's definitely going to do the former. Oh! Oh, wait, it says discard. No, sacrifices. He sacrificed something that wasn't on the board? That's confused me a bit there. Ah, I could have killed him. I'm stupid. No, I couldn't have, because he has to hit the board. Let's kill him. Get out of here. I did something. We have most definitely lost this game, unless I pull something crazy. I'm not blocking, because I feel like I need this ability. And I kind of do want to play Holocure, but I really don't know if my computer can handle it. Oh, okay. Actually, I think he won. He won. No, he hasn't won. It's his second step anyway. Alright, now he's won. 1 attacker, just to trigger the thing. It'll do 3 damage, / sacrifice. That's a pretty cool card, actually. I like that. I can't read that. Perforating demon? And now he attacks with all, and I lose. Oh, he's not attacking with all. What is he doing? I think he might not have realized he's won. I only have... Oh, because they can't block. Oh, so I should have attacked with both. I'm a silly boy. I'm a silly, silly Billy. Yes, if he blinks them, it's so good. I love blinking cards. I might have to play this deck. I got a land. Hell yeah. A scry land too. Hiya. Alright, that is definitely game over. He cannot make me live even if he wanted to. Yeah. Just attack. Stop! What are you doing? I have nothing in my hand. You're just wasting everyone's time. Come on. I got nothing in my hand. None of my lands do anything. There we go. Ow. And I'm dead. I do kind of like this deck though. I think it's got... That demon was really cool. It's an aggressive deck, so I hope there's more with haste in it. Oh, we didn't even come close to... But I'll do it again. I need that money to buy more packs. Because there's a new set coming out soon. That I'm not very interested in, but it might have some good stuff in it. I'm not interested in it thematically. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible at the end of turn. If you attack this turn, look at the top 2 cards of your library. You may put one of them back on top, put the rest into your graveyard. When the creature enters, if you attack, exile the top 2 cards of your library, choose one of them until end of turn. You may play that card. Seems like a good hand. So you start with 7 cards. I'm playing a dual land, which is both 2 colors because it comes in tapped. Each opponent discards. Oh, that's brutal. Let's do that. yeah. I need to check my notes, but I'm kind of enjoying this now, so I'll get my daily challenges. I have some topics for discussion because I want to do streams like this where it's lore streams, and we have distinct segments, which are topics of discussion. If you attack this turn, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Let's do that. And then each of those topics of discussion can be its own video. And it's an opportunity for me to give you a bit more control. Like, how do you think we should solve this issue? How do you think, what should I do when I do this? So yeah. Alright, I don't need lands. I don't care much for... you can stay. Oh, they're all enter triggers. I'm actually going to just keep... Oh, whoops. Crap. Alright. I didn't know that was how that worked. That's actually quite bad. But I get to... Ooh. Mossborn Hydra. Death Touch and Indestructible. I'm going to bait him out. So if you watch this... I'm going to make him think we're trading. Actually, let's... Damn it. I should have attacked with both. But I wasn't thanking. Oh, okay. He called my bluff. Probably the right choice. Oh, yeah. Okay. I forgot. Oh, that's the land drop one. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm getting land dropped. Actually, I can fix this. It's fine. I'm not scared at all, actually. Until end of turn, target when this creature dies, return to the battlefield. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's attack with... Oh, I do have a Death Touch blocker. I didn't even know that. So let's attack with you. See if we can bait out the block. He did it. Now watch this. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. Mwahahaha. Oh, wait, I didn't die? Oh, because indestructible. Whoops. I wasted a card there. Oh, get him out of here. I hate him so much. Whenever a legendary human berserker, whenever another creature controlled dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, deals 1 damage to each opponent. I like that. We won't play this turn. We can't afford it anyway. And then let's attack. I feel like this guy is just so good on the board. I need to go. I need to get damage down. Because, yeah, this guy gets out of hand. Okay. Good thing I did that. Just 1 damage to each opponent. Uh-oh. If you control a creature before, go about draw a card. Ooh. I can double block you. Oh, but he's got more cards. But honestly, this is worth it to me. If he doesn't have a trick up his sleeve. He does. Shit. That's very bad. Oh, no. Oh, great. Oh, well, actually, I can block. So I'm not going to be able to use the raid ability. But I'm going to be able to block. Alright, we are in a bit of trouble here. He has a hand and a better creature. The tables have turned. Okay. We are in big trouble. I think we've lost again. Everyone, no, this is a different deck. This is a mono green deck. Never mind. Alright, yeah, we lost. Oh well. I played a bit better that game. This deck doesn't really seem to do too much. It just uses the raid mechanic, but they're not synergizing with each other. They just kind of all have the same ability. Okay. Alright, 30 damage. Yep. Alright, how close are we to doing the achievements? Because I'm trapped in this hell of playing a deck that I don't think is very good. It's very possible I'm just playing it wrong. Alright, let's take a break. So, alright, are you there, Wef? Let's have a look at... I'm going to exit out of this because I'm going to make a video out of it and don't want game audio in the background of the video. I did that on the first letter we ever wrote, and I'm very mad. Alright. So I'm not making any promises, but let me look through the discussion points and see if there's one I think you and I can have without needing a big discussion. Oh, also I put a cough lolly in, so please tell me if you can hear it, because I really don't want you to better hear it. I will spit it out if you can hear it. I hate that so much when streamers do that. What is this? I'm looking through my documents and I've got some... Oh, yeah. Things... Come on. Where would it be? Okay, that's good. Here we go. Alright, I found the document. So... Ooh, so I like some of these. I don't like a lot of these. Okay, that one's a discussion I feel like we need to have as a group. Alright, let me know if any of these jump out at you, Web, if you're interested in any of these. So these are things that I need your advice with, is what these topics are. One of them is What do I say if a human ever finds me? If I am ever walking around in the forest and a human bumps into me, what do I say? Do I say you're dreaming? Ooh, things like that. Another one is, how do I keep explorers off my property? How do I keep those pesky urban explorers away in case they come and find me? The rest of them, I think, are more important discussions. Any of these? Okay, which one, Wef? Which one do you want to talk about now? The what do I say if a human finds me? I guess these are kind of the same question. We might be able to talk about both of them. I wouldn't mind merging them together. Let me put down a little... The first one. All right, perfect. So let me put down a little timestamp. What do I call this? Make video out of 106. Sorry, you're seeing a little behind the curtain here. Okay, I do have some dot points. What do I say if a human ever finds me? So first dot point, do we lie? You know, I'm tempted to kind of take notes. So let's do that. Watch this little magic trick I've got going on here. Look at this production value we got around these parts. Oh, the cropping's a bit off. How do I fix that? Do a little bit of this, and then, here we go. Fixed. All right. So, what to say if a human finds me? Forgive my spelling. You haven't been here for a letter. I cannot spell. I couldn't spell in my language. Can't spell in yours. I would be a bit skeptical and ask them if they were a mimic. Ah, yes. That's very good. Well, let's do it in step. Let's do a step-by-step process then. So step one, are they one of the mimics? That's actually a very good idea, Wef. I would not have thought of that. So how then do we determine if they're a mimic? What are the steps? What can we... Oh, well, there's, of course, and I think you've mentioned this. There's we can sense Karul. And I'm pretty good at that. Can I... Come on. Oh my god, I keep capitalizing things. Sense any... Oh, you're finally going to see the spellings of things. That's how you spell Karul. Can I sense Karul? What else can we do? Are there questions we can ask? I also appreciate we're not very centered in here. It's annoying me a wee bit. There we go. That's much better, I think. Oh, sorry, you have written something. Ask them if they're a mimic and checked. Oh, of course, we can probably just ask them because they think we're... Yes. Because they, remember, they have met Jozef, I believe, all of them. So they'll know I'm not Jozef. Ask them if they know about Dunwale. Yes. Ask them something only a demon would know. E.g. Have you been to Dunwale? You know who has been to Dunwale? Bloody the wrong thing. Fucking Castus R has been to Dunwale. I know that for a fact. I really want to fight Castus. I can't wait. I want him to be the first demon we take out because I truly hate that man. Also, you can see my numbers that I use to trigger all of my effects. But yes, that's very good. That's very, very good. Can I sense any Karul? Have you been to Dunwale? Ask them something only a demon would know. Okay, and then we can also write, okay, well, what do I do if they are a mimic? Because this is an educated guess, I would be very surprised if I hear you, F. That in an ideal world, I'm not confident that I can take on the mimics. They are all highborn. They are all eligible for profane arts. They are all you know, somewhat highborn because of the fact that they can mimic, I'm willing to bet they're a lot more powerful than me. I understand that fighting might be necessary, and I am more than willing to fight Castus R specifically one day. More than willing. But I think we need to do it in like an ambush, or we need to set up things so that I have the advantage. And that's where I want to go with the letters. I want to write letters in a way that would give me the advantage. That or run. If they're a mimic, run away. I will say, we did in the very first letter, we gave me a bit of protection. So the mimics did know where this house was. This is the house where the Earth portal was. However, Bunny's Buns, the streamer who you watched the podcast from, the interview show from, she had the idea of giving them a fake address and then redirecting all the mail back to me. So the mimics actually think I'm somewhere else. So hopefully they never come here. But if they have any brain in their blackened skulls, they would probably check here after they notice it's a fake address. So yes, I'm glad we have a plan. Yeah, it was such a good idea. It's the very first letter video you'll watch. It's the like, what's my VTuber? Why should you watch this VTuber? I think is what it's called. It's so good. Okay, so here's the big thing though. If they are a human, what do we do now? This is the big one. This is the question that I have no idea what to do regarding. I hate that my throat is so weak it can't even push through my healing factor. Just ripping and healing and ripping and healing. Rip and tear until it is done. Hey, don't get me started on the Doom music. I would love to meet Mick Gordon one day, but he's not a big fan of VTubers. There's a clip of Mick Gordon reacting negatively to a VTuber. It's very funny. Try and explain everything and be their friend. Okay. You think we go down the honesty route? Okay. Well, how do we do that exactly? What let's write like a kind of script. So like, do I say like, don't panic, be not afraid? Like what? Well, don't call the police. And if you do, I'll I don't want to do that. Oh, what do we do with outsider? Because I'm armed more often than not. Do I put down outsider? Do I make her fly away? Do I give outsider to the human? They won't be able to lift it, but as a gesture of peace. If we're going down the route of being honest with them, which I'm open to discussing, I'm going to need specifics. We're going to need a concrete plan. Put outsider down. If they're human, put outsider down in clear line of sight. And raise hands. Put your hands up. And then what do we say? I am wearing armor as well, but I'm not taking that off. I'm not stripping in front of a human when trying to calm them down. I do have belts under this chest plate though. It's not Have you actually seen my full outfit, Wef? I don't know if you have. Here's me. Is this cursed? Is this a cursed information that you didn't have before? Oh, I think you were watching the Subnautica stream. Yeah, I got my cloak. It swooshes a fair bit. In order to make me scale with the room, I'm probably about this tall. Because I'm a lot taller than humans are meant... Wait, if I step back from the mic. I'm a lot taller than humans are meant to be. I'm 9'4". Why do you think there's holes in the roof there? It's from my horn smacking off the roof. I'm also floating a little bit, so let's bring me down a bit. There we go. It's from my horn scratching the roof. I have to lean my way through the door all the time. But yes, I like showing off my swooshy cloak. It doesn't swoosh as much when I go side to side, but when I turn my head, I flail my arms a little bit. Yippee! All right. Serious time. You've written some messages. What was I doing? I need to pull you over here. There we go. Try telling them why you were there. Okay. Explain why I'm on Earth or why I'm at this specific spot that they found me. So, like, if I bump into someone while I'm walking through the forest, do you mean just say, look, I'm just walking through the forest. I'm not here to hurt you or anyone. I'm just doing my morning walk. Or do you mean, hey, look, yes, I am an alien, but I'm here to protect you? Which one of those exactly? Are we going broad or are we going... Whoa! God, I'm a mess today. Are we going broad or are we going narrow? Try to tell them... Oh yeah, I think you're doing more the broad. What other buttons do I have? Oh, I have a blushing button. I never use the blushing button. No one makes me blush. I think that's good. I think that's a healthy, non-parasocial relationship. We also discovered that my nails are... I've got very nice nails. All the girlies are jealous. The first option, and try to be friends with them and build up... Which was the first option again? Sorry, Wef. I don't quite remember. It was the local, wasn't it? So explain what I... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this was the first option. What I'm doing in that... place. E.g. going for a walk. Yes, perfect. Try to be friends with them and build up a stable relationship. Are we talking about preventing my cover from being blown? Or are we trying to make... Oh, my hand's cut off. Oh my god. My hand! Where's my hand? No! I need it to heal back. I can finally show you the healing factor. Whoop! There we go. Now my head is off the screen. Was my hand cut off when we were doing this before? Oh, that's really annoying. Why is that? Oh. I know why it is. How do I fix that? I need to do this, is how I fix it. This is going to cause me a lot of trouble later. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm not bald. Okay, wait. What am I doing? Alright. I got it. There we go. Hands no longer cut off. Prevent them from telling anyone not loving friendship unless you want to take it there. Oh my god. Where? You're making me blush. Okay. So the professional term that you're thinking of is build rapport, which is spelled with a T, I believe. Let me look up how to spell rapport. Define report. Report. Presenting oneself formally is spelt the same as report, but it's pronounced rapport. Thank you, English. How are you more complicated than my mother tongue? Build rapport is when you kind of try to build that kind of professional relationship with people. So I would say I'm building rapport with my chat because it is a professional-esque relationship. You gotta maintain those boundaries. Build rapport. Okay, so I think what's happening here is you and I are very used to all this crazy stuff. You know, we know a Canadian shark that can talk and wear a helmet. We know a carrion demon, an owl demon from some other dimension that's not my own. We're used to this stuff. Most humans are not. I think we're going to have to get a bit more specific in terms of what exactly do I say? Because I'm not just going to put down outsider, say, look, no, man, I'm just going for a walk. I'm just like you. I'm like you. I'm going for a walk. I'm a intimidating sight in reality. So I think we need a little more specifics. But I'm like I said, well, like I've always said, all these things, including the letter writing, the letter lighting, the choice of humanity. I am trusting you with these decisions. But yes, I think we need to expand on some of them. I almost had my soul stolen. A floating demon head as an assistant. Okay. Yeah. So you and I have seen some things, Wef. We're used to demons. We're used to talking sharks. We're used to village chieftains. Most humans are not. So it's good to know that if we ever met Wef, things would be okay. Oh, diamond. Sorry. I just go to read demon. A floating diamond is an assistant. Did you sell them? Is that why they are no longer your assistant? Or you did have a... Sorry, the almost in the sentence is applying to both, or just the almost soul stolen part? What can we say? What can we say? Did we say be not afraid? Build rapport. I'm gonna knock that down a thingo. I feel like I want an exact script as to what to say first. So put that side down. Say, look, he's still your assistant. He's not a real diamond. His head is shaped like one. Ah, fair enough. So he's a bit less valuable. A little bit less valuable than if he was made of carbon, compressed carbon, crystallized carbon. Also, this, I'm not complaining, it's just an interesting observation. We are getting a hell of a lot less views than normal. And I wonder if that's because I don't have a game like pushing this along, pushing it out. I've got less keywords in the title. That would make a lot of sense. Can I summarize my Vtuber lore in one stream? I think it's a pretty good title. But yeah. Oh, you gotta play the game a little bit. I don't like playing the game, but it's YouTube. I can't just pretend it's not. Do we hit them with the old be not afraid? The classic biblical angel line. Be not afraid. I am only an alien that from a species who is here fully intent on destroying you, stealing your souls and warping them into more monsters. Hey, don't freak out. I am a demon from hell, and I will explain everything. I kind of like that. I kind of like, look, yes, I am a demon, but I can explain. And then build rapport by telling your story. And I had an idea. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm glad we... Also, are you an alien or a demon? Just because you kept saying alien. So the definition of alien is just something from somewhere else. So the fact that being from another dimension makes me an alien. Like, you know, I'm from Australia, so being Australian is alien to an American or alien to a German. It's yeah. I think you're extraterrestrial. Although I guess I am extraterrestrial as well because I'm not from this planet. So yeah, a lot of alien jargon does apply to me. But I'm interdimensional would be the interdimensional extraterrestrial is probably, actually no, probably interdimensional is probably the most accurate description of what I am. I did have an idea, and I'm clicking on my OBS instead of the actual document. So let's leave the mouse over there. Let me define alien. Am I saying this right? Define alien. Belonging to a foreign country, unfamiliar and disturbing and distasteful. Wow. Okay, Google. Bloody hell. A foreigner, especially one... Oh. I said, okay, Google, and my phone woke up and triggered the... I didn't even know my phone did that. But I unironically... Because when I said it, I thought, isn't that a thing? Haven't I... What is okay, Google? I feel like that's like... I feel like I've quoted something. And it woke up my phone. A hypothetical or functional being from another world. There you go. A hypothetical or fictional being from another world. Google. First you call me distasteful, and now you call me fictional? Even Google doesn't believe I'm real. But it specifically says, if you ignore the fictional part, from another world. What? Wait, yeah. A foreigner, especially one that is not naturalized citizen of the country where he or she is living. Yes, I am not a citizen of this country. So, okay, so the most accurate definition of alien in how it applies to me is a foreigner, especially one who is not a naturalized citizen of the country where he or she is living. So I am an alien. We attack Google first. Yes, Castus, you're in second place. Google is now number one enemy. That's so funny. I'm glad that happened. What am I doing? Back here. Okay. I have a question for you. Do I, in this instance where I'm building this rapport with this random human I bumped into by mistake and couldn't hide from, do I take out my phone or ask them on their phone? Do I say, look, go to YouTube and type in SIMBI''EL and you'll see it's me. I've been here for 8 months and I haven't heard... Actually, well, no, I've been here for longer than that. I've been here for... Hey, it's almost my anniversary. It's almost my 1 year anniversary of being on Earth. In 1, 2, 3, 4... In 5 weeks, it's my 1 year anniversary of being on Earth. But my YouTube channel doesn't prove that because I waited a few months before I started streaming or making videos, more correctly. But do you think showing them my YouTube channel would add any... Because then I could say, look, I've been here for at least that long. Oh, well, I can't prove to them I haven't hurt anyone, I suppose. But, yeah. So that doesn't quite work, but it might still be useful. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's almost been... wow. Oh, that means I can release the audio of me... No, it's not quite an audio of the actual event. The video will explain, but I can release the video about me fighting Jozef on the anniversary of me fighting Jozef. It was the 16th of February 2024 is when I came to Earth, and it's like my unofficial birthday. Yay! Like, because we don't know when my birthday is. I would tell them to go to your channel and discover and Discord server and that's good. Ask them to look at YouTube at my YouTube and Discord to show I have positive interactions with humans. Oh yeah, because they can get the Discord link from the description. I hope that still works. The Discord link I have in the description. Oh, it does, because that's how you... I think you... Did you ask me to make the Discord? No, I think it was Force Taker asked me to make the Discord. And I'm glad we saw Force Taker before. When I was playing Monkey Game. You know what? Let's change the stream title and see if it does anything. Let's do just chatting about Vtuber lore. I've got this plugin that gives me like suggestions. Vtuber lore expert shares top streamlining secrets. Can you really fit your entire Vtuber lore into one stream? Hey, that was my old title. Don't do that. Vtuber expert spills the tea on lore secrets. The shocking truth about Vtuber lore you'd never knew. What happens when you dive deep into Vtuber lore? I hate all these generated titles. It's giving me a bad rating on this new title. What else could it be? Let's do Vtuber lore Q&A. It's going to give me an even worse score. 50 out of 100. Vtuber secrets revealed. Miss out on Vtuber lore at your own risk. What happens when VTubers expose their past? That is so clickbait. VTuber Law Q&A, the shocking truth. Okay, well, if it wants a little title, we can do that. VTuber Q&A. VTuber Q&A. The shocking truth. I hate that so much. What's a less annoying way of saying that? It's time you know the truth. Come on. What do you think of that, huh? With some MTG Arena. If you mix the keywords, like people who want MTG Arena aren't going to click on it if it's only some MTG Arena. I did my research, unfortunately. I hate all this stuff, but I did do it. VTuber Law Q&A. VTuber Law Secrets. No, I hate that. It's very clickbaity. VTuber Law question. I mean, we can make the title a question. That's a thing that they recommend a lot. Chatting about VTuber Law. What do you think of that? And let's refresh the suggestions. Man, it hates it. I hate your titles plugin that I forget the name of. I spent 30 days deep in VTuber lore, and here's what I found. My favorite VTuber lore theories that'll blow your mind. What I learned from diving into the world of VTuber lore. Can you handle the crazy truth about VTuber lore? VTuber lore theories. Let's talk about VTuber lore theories. Oh man, you hate give me the same score every time. I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna ignore it altogether. Just chatting. My VTuber lore. That's not how you spell tuber. Alright, I don't care what you think, plugin. That's the title. Alright? VTuber lore Q&A and some MTG Arena. Alright, mainly humans that are in there, like me. Rude is the only human that will understand and not get freaked out. Yeah. Mr. Villager himself. Mr. Village Chieftain. Yeah, he might not get freaked out. I don't know if he believes I'm real or not. I don't expect people to believe. I understand that it's a lot to take in, that I am an interdimensional being. So I don't hold it against people that don't really believe me. I think it's reasonable to be skepticism. Lord Dumpstream / Q&A close to 100. That's actually pretty good. That actually kind of does tick a lot of boxes. I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to remember that one, Wef. That might be a good future title. Thank you. We are close to 100 as well. I forgot about that. Speaking of, I streamed the other day, and it was all just lurkers, which is fine. I actually am very okay with that, surprisingly. But I got 3 subscribers from that stream. Pretty crazy. I thought it was performing poorly. I enjoyed it, but I thought it was performing bad, and then I had 3 subscribers. All right, let me check my notes about this subject to see if I had anything else. Do we lie? What do we tell them? Oh, yeah. So they were all kind of, what do you call it? Fundamental parts. Like, what if I scare them off? Like, scare them and then no one will believe them. They'll say, Mommy, I saw a big red man in the forest. And they're like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And then I sneak away. Can we tie in another one? We can tie in another one. Another idea I had that's very similar is how do we keep humans off of my property? It also depends on the age of the human as well. Oh, you're right. So what do we do if they're young? Do we just scare them off? Do I just go boo? Boo. 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 What's this one here? Yeah, what do we do if they're young? If they're old, they might have a heart attack. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. Whoops, I forgot I was typing on the screen. If young, no one will believe them. Yep. If young, scare away. So they don't come back. No one will believe them. Yeah, if it's an adult, yeah, exactly. If it's an adult, we consult the rest of it. All right, perfect. Now, are you going to let me scroll down just enough? Yes, you are. That's at the top. Can we get rid of... I'm trying to buy some space. Because we're running out. Next question, which is related, is... how to... Oh, Google, what are you doing? You betrayed me again. How to keep humans away from the house. If they're old, we scare them because no one will believe them. I think if they're old, scaring them might kill them. They might have a heart attack. I mean, just seeing me might, yeah, do that. So I think we're going to really hope and pray that they're not too old. But you are right. There is that aspect of them not believing. So yeah, if they get away, it's not too bad. But I'm not going to actively scare away old people. I'm just gonna let them leave, and then they'll say, "I saw a big red man in the forest," and they'll be like, "Oh, grandma, you didn't." Lock the doors and try to make the house look a bit abandoned. I like lock. Do we want it to look abandoned? Do we want it to look lived in? Because people, myself included, like exploring abandoned places. So if we're making it look abandoned, then I think we need to lean into making it look abandoned and dangerous, or we make it look like it's not abandoned. So people go, oh, we're trespassing. Now you're thinking with portals. Ooh. I've been talking a lot. If we want to play a game later, I might end the stream and then start a new one. Because then I can brand that stream. Sign that says no trespassing. Yes, I don't have those yet. So you put up no trespassing signs. Let me check the ideas I wrote down. So I'm writing down ideas just to get their kind of brains going. We don't have to go with my ideas, of course. Put up signs. Done. How do we scare them away? How do we make the area look dangerous to scare them away? Oh, yeah. Here's one I like. So if I ever see someone on the property, but they haven't seen me, so we have a protocol for if they do see me. If they don't see me, say I'm in the tree line and they're at the house knocking on the windows and trying to get in. What do I do then? Do I scream out in English? Do I scream out in Val? Do I scream? Create a rumor. Yeah. Now you're thinking. One of the other discussion points was exactly that. Creating a... Oh, no, sorry. Never mind. I almost spilled one of my ideas. I get you. Create a rumor about the house. Interesting. We can also create a rumor about myself to explain any sightings, but that's another... I want to talk about that when there's more people. Rumor about the house. What's the rumor? That it's haunted. Ask them politely to leave alone, or you will eat their bones. I guess what we say would be tied into the rumor, right? You, not them. Politely to leave you alone. Oh yeah, sorry. Politely leave you alone, or you'll eat their bones. I certainly... How do I close my mouth and open it? This might work. I wonder what mouse... I wonder what numpad button I'm using to trigger that. So yes, let's establish the rumor, and then we can script out what I say so it lines up with the rumor and feeds into it. I am the gaslighting VTuber after all. I might edit a lore compilation this afternoon, actually. Oh my god, so many people are live. Mars, Terrence, Kaz Cassidy, Cup the Kitsune, and Little Droplet are all live right now. This is a competitive time slot, it seems. Come on, boys. Heal, heal, heal. You can do it. What was Pedals' vocal warm-up was peep, 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 peep. That might actually, ooh, that feels good. I think Pedals is on something. The rumor, a strange man lives in the house and will chase you if you disturb him. He will eat your bones and you will never be seen again. All right, we don't want it to interest young people into exploring, but the old man is, I think, very good. I think that is realistic and won't interest people. A crazy old man. Why did I capitalize? What am I? I think it's because in YouTube titles you capitalize things, and it's really messing me up. Crazy old man lives in the home, but he's also friendly as long as you don't disturb him. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I think we have some potential here. Crazy old man lives in the home. He is friendly. Friendly. But if you trespass, he dies. Huh? What do you think? What do you think? We don't want him to see you as scary if you are supposed to be saving them. So remember, the rumor isn't me as Sambi'el. They can't see me at all. If they get a glimpse of me, they're gonna call the police. The government's gonna get involved. They can't see me at all. So we need to keep them. It's perfect. All right. Thank you. And it makes sense. If you trespass, he has a stroke. Let's not get too morbid. But yeah. But if you trespass, he dies. And then the parents will be like, now children, remember, that you can go explore, but if you go on that property, you might murder a man. You might go to prison for manslaughter. Get tinted windows. Ooh. I like that. Tint windows. Like a sports car. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna order some window tint online, and they'll be like, "Please enter the model of your car." I'm like, "Oh, what's the biggest car? What's got the biggest windows?" I like that. That's good. I genuinely hadn't thought of that. You can see there's a window right over there. I can't bring the mouse off the window, but yeah, looks out onto the forest. And I noticed that these are not Australian trees, that's my mistake, not the artist's fault. That's 100% my fault. These are not Australian trees. So, whoops. But yeah, that's okay. I do like the world map on my mouse pad. That's not real true to life either, but it suits the theme very much. I like it. This is pretty much what my room looks like, including the damage to the roof and walls. But we can, this house wasn't built for me. I think you can forgive me. All right, last thing. Well, maybe last thing. So what do we say? If seen, if not, if hidden. Say, what do we say? We say, "Get off my lawn or I'll die." Didn't your mothers tell you that I'll die if you trespass? I will have. Yeah, I don't want to get too morbid. What do we say? Do we do an old man voice, or do we just make horrible? Oh, we could bark. Go woo woo. I can do a pretty good Labrador bark. Woo woo. I'm not gonna actually do it. I'm not Bunny's Buns who has a bark redeem. You know, sometimes I use the Bunny's Buns bark redeem, but it's only because it upsets her. This is good. This is a good plan. I think I'm calling the police. Oh, of course. Okay, fair enough. Do we do it in an old man voice to keep up the ruse? I'm calling the police for trespassing and an ambulance because I'm dying. Yes. Old man voice. Does the old man have a name? Or is he just the crazy old man? You know, I thought she would be here. It time zones. And you know, not everyone can make every stream. What day is it? Oh, damn it. She streamed this morning and I missed it. Yes, she did. But she might stream tonight. So I'll try and make that. Let's have a look. She streams, yeah, the time zones are just so far off, yeah. It's gonna call, yeah, Australia is just in a really bad spot for most of the world. Oh my god, so many people I'm following on Twitch are streaming. I've never seen so many streamers. We can't get that solved, Wef. We can't solve time zones. Oh, go away, Twitch ad. Schedule. Yeah, she streamed this morning. She's streaming tonight at my midnight. Yay! Wow, that's great for me. Is it? Yeah, 11:30 to 2:30. I might try and stay up and watch her tonight. I would very much like to. I don't really use Twitch either. I only really watch Bunny's Buns. I don't stream on Twitch, but a lot of the people I collaborated with in that lockdown protocol, actually not a lot of them, some of them were on Twitch. They were actually mostly YouTube because it was organized by Lorelei, who streams on YouTube. I don't know if they stream on Twitch as well. All right. I like this. Our little plan. Yeah. Now we need to think of a title for the video. How does this VTuber keep people off his property? The shocking truth about how demons keep humans off of their property. It is good. This is a very good. I just love. How do I make this a little more dramatic? Here we go. Oh no, yeah, everything's messed up now because I had to fix it before, but that's okay. Because once I fix it here, it'll all be good. Can I? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Here we go. If I do this, it means I don't have to edit it on the other end. So. Come on. Let's zoom in. Uh-oh, this is gonna mess it up on the other screen, isn't it? I'm ruining the illusion of how my room works. There we go. I'm now in front of the desk. You can see how twitchy I really am up close. Here we go. So, we will start spreading a rumor. And the rumor will be a crazy old man lives in the home on the hill in the forest. He is friendly, but if you trespass, he dies. This is a good rumor. How to stay safe from humans featuring Web. You don't have to include me. Yeah. Thank you. How to stay safe from humans. That's pretty good. I'll keep that one in mind. Do you like this? Is this a good angle? But if you trespass, I mean, that's a pretty good title for the YouTube. Oh, by the way, you notice my eyes are kind of green screened out of it? I don't know why that is. I didn't think I had green in my eyes. But you can see the background moving behind them. I think that's been the case the whole time. You know what? I probably can fix that. But you never notice it until I'm this close. Crazy old man that lives in a home. He is friendly, but if you trespass, he dies. That's a pretty good title. I'm stealing. I'm trying to do Pedals' reading voice. What? 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 I was doing that in the collab with Rude. I was hiding in the corner. So we go back here. Oh, what? Why? Why did you change? Why did you change? Oh, I know. Did that fix it? Yeah. No. What? Oh. I accidentally zoomed in on it. Oh god. No, come on. We were doing so well. There we go. Fixed. Alright. I prefer this with me being a bit bigger in the corner. Feels like the space a bit more. I think we just maybe move me over a wee bit. I kind of like being in front of the letter. Adds a bit of depth. Okay. Oh, someone has come in and had a look since we changed the title. So it appears that that was the right decision. I can't decide what to do. Do I end the stream being very productive, try to get some videos out of it, especially lore compilations, and then a video about this maybe? Can you see the mouse? You cannot. A video about... Oh, there we go. A video about this maybe. Or do I play a game? I think I will end it. I think I'll keep this an old school short stream. My throat is dying, and if I don't look after it, I won't be able to stream again. Because Healing Factor just refuses to keep up with my throat, and I don't know why. Whew. Yeah, 42 minutes of lore talk. Yeah. So that'll be cut up, and I'll figure out what to do with it. I will try to make this its own dedicated video. It will not go in the playlist. It'll go in the optional playlist. And again, I never want to force people to watch videos. I think that's silly, or I don't even want to ask people. But if you want to be replying to letters without anyone who's been in the previous letters, you will need the context of catching up. And that's not because I want to get the views out of you. It's because it's just important. I need some humans here with the context of the previous letters. So I'm trying to keep that playlist as short as possible so that it's more accessible and consumable. But thank you, Wef. Thank you. Great questions. They will be published at some point. Again, I'm still leaning towards sprinkling them into lore compilations. And honestly, Wef, I think the next lore compilation is only your questions, because from other streams as well. And yes, our first discussion video. Very, very exciting. Thank you. I'm going to go not talk for the rest of the day. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.